Hey divers, what's the real price of fighting for Super Earth in Helldivers 2? Arrowhead dropped a lore twist that changes how you see every mission. It's heavy, it's intense, let's get into it. So let's start with what we all thought. If you're into Helldivers 2, you've probably heard the fan theory that Helldivers are clones. I mean, it added up, right? You get taken out by a Terminid, call in reinforcements, and another Helldivers drops in like it's nothing. Think like 3D printing people, right? The game's got this relentless, keep fighting feel, and with its Starship Trooper vibes, a lot of us, myself included, originally figured Super Earth was mass-producing soldiers probably in some shady lab somewhere. The community was all in. Reddit threads like one from early 2024 were buzzing with clone talk, and Discord had fans sharing art of clone tanks. Some even thought Helldivers were grown on ships and teleported as fresh units. We were convinced they were disposable, lab-grown grunts. And who can blame them? But Arrowhead, back in 2024, flipped that whole idea on its head. Now here's where things get real. Back in February 2024, Johan Pilstead, Arrowhead's chief creative officer, took to X to clear things up. As reported by Games Radar, fans were asking what Helldivers know when they sign up. And Pilstead shut down the clone theory hard. He specifically stated Helldivers aren't clones. They're real people from Super Earth Armed Forces with loving families back home, proud of their service, not test tube soldiers, but actual humans with lives and stories pulled into Super Earth's endless wars. And I mean, that hit me like a stratagem misfire. And this isn't just a small lore detail, it changes how you see every drop pod, every mission, if you take the lore that seriously. But who are these Helldivers and what's their deal? Let's just dig a little bit deeper here. Alright, so we know they're not clones, but who's dropping into these war zones? Helldivers are the elite of the Super Earth Armed Forces, or SEAF, the military that props up Super Earth's regime. The SEAFs have millions of soldiers, but Helldivers are the tippy-top tier, trained to handle orbital strikes, fight bugs, bots, and the Illuminate. But it's not like they're volunteering with a smile on their face. The lore actually screams conscription. Super Earth's managed democracy doesn't give people much choice. These are everyday folks. I mean, it could be a neighbor or a parent, anyone really, drafted and forced into the soldier role. And here's the kicker. To keep the war machine running, they are cryogenically frozen. I think we all knew that, but just to clarify, Pilstead did say that they're frozen and thawed between missions, but get this, they don't even know about it when they sign up or are drafted or whichever happens. But imagine huge chambers on super destroyers just packed with soldiers on ice. And when a mission starts, they're thawed, loaded into drop pods, and sent in. That reinforcement after a bad run-in with a bot, yeah, that's a whole new person, straight from cryo. Not a clone. It gets heavier, guys. These Helldivers have families, parents, kids, maybe a partner waiting for them on Super Earth. Knowing that they're real people makes every death in-game hit different. I mean, at least if you're a lore nut like me. And here's the gut punch. Pilstead said their average life expectancy is, guess how long? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You're out there maybe laughing off a friendly fire incident, but that's someone's life gone. Their family left with a hero letter. Super Earth's propaganda calls them patriots, but it's a lie to cover a regime that chews up its own people. These soldiers are frozen, thawed, and sent to die, all for so-called democracy. That's just control in disguise. I must apologize for the things that I have said about Super Earth. I have been re-educated for liberty. Anyway, you're having fun, but the lore is just kind of saying this is brutal. It makes every major order, every planet you fight for, feel like it's built on real loss, and that's why this reveal really stuck with people. Now let's be honest, it doesn't really change the game itself, and it doesn't really change the way that you play, right? But it does make sense why, when I first started playing, I was always a different person when I came out of the Hell Pod. until I change that setting. But this does reveal that Helldivers are real people, not clones. And what makes Helldivers 2 more than a shooter is its nod to Super Troopers, calling out militarism and fake patriotism. Super Earth treats its citizens like tools, freezing them for war without even telling them, and we're part of it, diving in for the action. Do not tell the democracy officer. I don't want to be re-educated again. The Illuminance mind control, introduced in May 2025's Omen of Tyranny update, feels like a dark mirror, to be honest. Super Earth is just as controlling, stripping away free will. The Freedom Alliance, added in the October 2024 patch, might hint at pushback against this system, maybe even a rebellion. Community posts on Reddit, like one from March of 2024, I know, long time ago, show fans actually grappling with this shift, some still even debating the old clone idea. And this lore really makes you think, are we fighting for something good, or are we just pawns? Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Now, every mission and every stratagem being tied to real human lives gives the game a little bit more depth that you don't expect from a co-op shooter. You also don't expect this amount of lore in a co-op shooter. So I guess I'm not surprised. Love this game. Alright, so where's this all going? Helldivers 2 live service setup means the story keeps growing. Fans on platforms like Reddit are asking for more visuals, safe training grounds, cryo facilities, maybe even a glimpse of a Helldiver's home life. A mission where you walk past frozen soldiers would hit so hard. The Station 81 ARG in May 2025, where players reactivated a satellite only for it to get destroyed, shows Arrowhead's willingness to weave community actions into the lore. I mean, who knows? We might see more about Helldiver lives, maybe intercepted messages from their families or signs of dissent against Super Earth. This human angle opens up big possibilities, especially with Freedom Alliance in play. For now, every time you drop in, you're a real person caught in a war that's way bigger than you, that you didn't even really know you signed up for. Anyway, that's the dark truth about Helldivers being real people and not clones. It makes the Helldivers 2 universe deeper and darker and way more than just a shooter. But let me know, does this change how you play? And if you're into Helldivers lore, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. But for liberty, for Super Earth, for managed democracy, and for those soldiers, keep diving. I'll see you out there. Peace out.